Hi everyone, my name is Katie Steiner and I'm making this video today to share with you how I meal plan every week. So I am a stay-at-home homeschooling mom and I've got 5 kids. So meal planning is something that is really essential to the way that we run our week. So first I'm going to share with you this book right here. This is the Steiner Family Recipe Book. It's sort of an ongoing project that I've been working on the last couple of years. And I always have a lot of questions about it. So I'm going to give you a peek inside this book today, and then I'll share with you how I use this along with my Erin Condren meal planner to plan our family's meals every week. So before I get into my process, I wanted to share with you a little bit about this book. It is an Erin Condren lined notebook. You can use any notebook for this, but I really like Erin Condren's because you can customize things like the color of the coil and also the cover itself. The covers are removable, so you can actually switch them out if you want to. I've actually got some different covers right here, like this one is more like seasonal for like winter. And then I've also got, this was my first cover that I ever used for this book. So anyway, I love this cover right here. It is something that I custom made using an app called Canva. And I just sort of made a collage on there, added some words, and then uploaded it to Erin Condren's website using the custom cover option. And they were able to print that out for me. So here I've got some pictures of us in our kitchen and, the kids helping cook. That's something that we really love to do as a family. And so I love this cover a lot. All right, so the way this book is structured, the first part of the book is dedicated to ideas, and I'll walk you through that in just a second. And then the rest of the book is recipes. So I've got my table of contents to start us off, and then I've got my ideas. So this page right here is dedicated to breakfast ideas, and I've got this divided into quick and easy and also brunch. So, I'm not going to have a recipe in here for waffles or cereal or oatmeal, but when I'm making my meal plan, I really love to see these things and just get some ideas of things that we can make. And then this right here is, something that's going to be more involved. If we're having like a family brunch on the weekends and we want to cook a lot, I've got some different ideas and things that we like to make for brunch. And then I've got lunch ideas right here and snacks. I try to keep all of these really, really simple and easy so that the kids can help make them. My kids can really easily pop some chicken nuggets in the toaster oven and make that themselves. So I really try to keep these kid-friendly stuff that they can help with. And then here I've got some dinner ideas. I've got this divided into different sections. We really like Italian and Mexican, so I've got little sections for those. And then we've got Cajun, and then we've got other right here. And I've also got some ideas for takeout. On this page, I've got side dishes. I've got this divided into veggies, casseroles, breads, and other. And then I've got a little section right here for desserts. This page is sort of a work in progress for me. I sort of had this idea of cooking for groups. So I wanted to make this sort of ready-made meal plan to have whenever we're having company. And this is actually modeled after a page from this book. So I'll show you that page in a few minutes. But I haven't written anything here yet, but it's a work in progress. I've got a section for budget meals right here. If I come across anything that's really budget friendly, I'll add it right here. And then I've got a page right here for seasonal favorites, divided into spring, summer, fall, and winter. And, it's just ideas like things that you think of making in the summer, like burgers and chips or hot dogs and chili. And, I'm from Louisiana, so when the first cold front hits in the fall, we are making chicken gumbo. So, just little seasonal favorites for us. This page right here is really for me because I'm on keto. But these are some low-carb options for me. Breakfast, lunch and dinner, desserts, and snacks. These are recipes, these are ideas, just different ways for me to incorporate, these meals into our family meals. So this page right here is really designed for if I'm in a really bad pinch and I don't have time to sit down and make out a meal plan. It's just some ready to go ones. And I've actually written this down in pencil. That way, if I need to erase something and change it, I can. So I've got some ready to go meal plans for breakfast Monday through Sunday. I've got lunch Monday through Sunday, and I've got 2 weeks of dinners. So I can choose which one I feel like cooking, or, you know, maybe just alternate if I need to do that. And then the last page of this section is just a recipe index. I add the recipes, you know, I don't have like sections for, you know, dinners or sections for breads or anything like that. You know, I just sort of add them one after the other, and I use my recipe index to find them. And then I get into my recipes. So these recipes are a collection that I've made. Some of them, like this one, is a family recipe. And then I've got stuff in here that, you know, was found on the internet. This is President Reagan's favorite macaroni and cheese. That's all over the internet. You can look that one up. I highly recommend that one. You've got, you know, recipes that people have given me, just different, like this one is a Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies, you know, stuff like that. So I've got, you know, my ingredients all written down. I've got directions written down. And if there's anything that like I like to make with it, so like this pork carnitas recipe, I really like to make this sriracha aioli with it. So I'll put this recipe in there too. And that's basically it. You know, there's no sections. That's just one after the other of recipes. So now I'm going to walk you through what a typical meal planning session is for me. Before I even worry about my meal planner, the first thing that I do is I check my schedule. So I'll open up my LifePlanner and I will check to see what we have going on for the following week. I'll check to see like if my husband's going to be working late or if we're going to be busy with events or appointments. You know, those days I'm going to schedule to make like more simple meals. But, you know, on days like, you know, Monday and Tuesday when I'm going to be home all day and my husband's going to come home from work on time, I might, you know, decide to make something a little bit more elaborate on those days. So anyway, the first thing that I do is I check my schedule, and then I will start meal planning in my meal planner. So I use this Erin Condren meal planner. One of these books is good for about 6 months of meal planning, and the pages look like this. You have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for Sunday through Saturday. You have a section right here for your shopping list and a little section right here for meal prep strategy. And you also have some pages in the back for dinner parties. And then you've got, you've got a price tracker right here. And then you also have recipe logs and a little conversion chart for your convenience. So I don't typically use any of those pages because, you know, I've got my family recipe book, but it is nice to have. So I'll show you what one of my spreads looks like. So this is kind of like what a typical week looks like for us. I will have our meals right here, and then as I'm going through and I'm adding our meals right here, I will also have this book out and I'll be looking at our recipes. So when I add Mexican chicken soup right here, I will have this recipe book open, and then I'll be able to look into my pantry or my refrigerator and see what we have and just make sure that everything that we need makes it onto this grocery list. Another great tool that I use is my iPhone, because if I notice that we're out of something and I might not have like a pen and paper handy, I'll just add it to my grocery list using Siri. And so, you know, when I'm making my list, I'll always check my grocery list on my iPhone and just make sure that everything that I need makes it onto this list. And then I'll go through and I'll place my grocery order for Walmart pickup. And if there's anything that I know that I'm not going to be able to buy at Walmart, like coffee and ice cream, I wanted to buy at Kroger. So I'll write like a little note right here. These are items that I need to go and stop at Kroger to pick up. I don't usually use this meal prep strategy box. I think I used it, let me see. Yes, So this is a good example of when I would use that box. But this is Thanksgiving week, and I just made a little box right here for what we were making as our Thanksgiving menu. So yeah, that's how we meal plan. Typically, I'm not scheduling anything for the weekends because my husband likes to cook and he usually has his own ideas about what he wants to make, and I am not going to complain about that. So anyway, that's what we do. It's a really great tool for our family because my kids also love to cook. And they will actually, you know, come into the kitchen, they'll grab this book, they'll flip to our week, and they'll see, okay, well, what's on the schedule for today? Waffles, and then they'll go make it. It's a great way for me to make sure that they know what to make. That way they're not like having waffles every single day of the week. You know, you get a little variety in there. And also they love to cook. You know, my 10-year-old and my 9-year-old will actually like make recipes like this themselves, and everything's written down for them in this book. And yeah, they love to help. So it really works for our family, and that's it. That's how I meal plan. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, I am going to post links for the 2 products that I used in the video description box, along with a referral code that will save you $10 off of your first Erin Condren purchase. So again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.